There are four things that you need to bear in mind when presenting, and these four pillars will help you to be more effective: message, structure, content, and style. For the rest of this presentation, we will see in detail what these things are about and how to use them well. Your message is the thing you want the audience to understand. When they leave your presentation, this is the thing they should be remembering or maybe even acting on. And to do a good job with your message, you will need to answer the three audience questions and make it tweetable. In any communication, the other person will always be asking themselves three questions. Maybe subconsciously, but if you don't answer them, something's not right. It's the same in a presentation. The three questions are: what's your point? What do you want from me? And what's in it for me? You can get more information on these three questions on my blog by searching "The Only Three Questions That Count." If you've used Twitter before, you'll know that it's extremely important to be able to formulate clear and precise short messages. Whether you like Twitter or not, there is something to be learnt here, and in terms of a presentation, a short tweetable message statement can be really useful. Structure is extremely important in any presentation. A good structure will help your audience to pay attention to what you say, understand what you say, and remember what you say long after you've finished talking. There's a couple of specific things to bear in mind, whether you use all of the structure possibilities or whether you use my preferred structure solution. Basically, any structure is better than no structure at all. Human beings like to try and join the dots to understand the general order of things, and you can help them. Steve Jobs' favourite structure was a very simple pain solution or villain hero structure, meaning that he would introduce the problem first and then the solution. Other people might use a geographic structure or follow the order of a project flow. Any structure will do. Personally, I prefer the pyramid structure. The pyramid principle is very simple. You say what you're going to say before giving the details. You make your point up front and the blah 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 comes after. Keep watching to see how this plays out in the general structure of this presentation. In this presentation, we started with a key message in the introduction that was quickly followed by an agenda which pointed out the main supporting points: message, structure, content, style. Those subpoints are then expanded on in the body of the presentation using the same pyramid principle. For example, in part 1 we introduced the importance of a good strong message and introduced the two factors that support that, the three questions and being tweetable. Then each of those points was in turn expanded upon. So that same structure of starting with your main point before adding details is always applied. It's pyramids all the way down. You can even apply that idea to one single PowerPoint slide, as we'll see in training. Once you have your message and structure, it's time to add content. Content is all the stuff you might say, do, share or show to get your message across. And there are many different possibilities, but you must always stick to the MED. There are many things you can say, do, share or show in a presentation. You might want to use story or show graphs and charts. Maybe you'll talk through a process or some risk analysis you've done. You might be factual or you might be more abstract. The possibilities are endless. But you must always focus on the MED. MED stands for minimum effective dose, and it's defined as the smallest amount of the right stuff to get the job done. In a presentation, this means having the right kind of content to make your point and only having enough. If you don't have enough content, your audience won't understand. Too much, and yes, you know it well, it'll be overkill and you'll lose attention. And as you'll see in training, some types of content just work better than others. A graph is nearly always a better way to present numbers than showing them in a table. Visual cues can pass a message across much quicker than text. So whatever you're doing for content, think MED. The fourth and final pillar of an effective presentation is style, which is the way you will present to get your message across. Again, there are lots of things that you can do, but it's important in whatever you do to get the audience with you and to behave in a way that looks confident. Even if you don't have set moments of interactivity in your presentation, there are still things you can do to bring the audience with you and create a good experience. Shake their hands when they enter the room. Smile. Sharing something personal from time to time. These things go a long way to making you a good presenter. And how you deal with questions or objections is always an opportunity to tune into the people listening to you and bring them with you. And whatever you do in a presentation, you have to look confident. If you don't look confident, people won't have so much confidence in what it is you're saying. Of course, feeling confident helps, but the thing is, even if you don't feel confident, you can still look it by using good eye contact, effective use of voice, posture, use of space, and many other techniques we'll be practicing in training. So if you're preparing for a presentation, always keep in mind these 4 pillars: message, structure, content, and style. Thanks for watching.